ls LAH. What does it do? ls lists files. The L means you want the long format. The long format includes the permissions and the type of the file. Or file and folder are the same thing, okay? With respect to ls, okay? The A is for all, which means show the ones that start with a dot in addition to the ones that don't start with a dot. The H means human readable. You're basically telling it to print the K and the B and the M and those things that go next to the size of the file. When you use ls with an argument, the argument is like a filter. It restricts the output of ls. So if you put a asterisk, it will restrict the output. In other words, the output is the listing of things in the directory. It will restrict it to file names that start with an A, that match this type of, wildcard expansion. Wildcard expansion is a type of regular expression, okay? So what I'm trying to get at is, because when you use ls with a directory, it behaves differently. So if the name of the thing, or if the path that you have right here is a path to a directory, then ls is going to list whatever is inside that directory. Whereas with a regular argument that's not a directory, that refers to a file, it will only list that file or restrict the output to that file. There's another command, which is the directories are listed as plain files. Okay. On the other hand, okay, I have the man page for ls right here. If you use ls with the D option, D, I'll read to you what this says that's for. It's for directories are listed as plain files not searched recursively. So you won't get a listing of the directory, you will just get the listing of the directory as if it was a file. So it will only show up with one line telling you what the permissions, the size, and all that for that one file, which that file happens to be a directory. What I just said is being said very concisely right here. I'm going to read it for you. For each operand, in other words, the operands for the ls command, that names a file of a type other than directory, ls displays its name as well as any requested associated information. On the other hand, for each operand that names a file of type directory, ls displays the names of files contained within that directory, as well as any requested associated information. Okay, what's driving me nuts is this right here. See this S? Okay? I hear it's something called a sticky bit, but I don't know why sometimes they use a T instead of an S, and I want to understand it. That's one of the reasons I'm interested in the ls command. Okay, the other thing is, this command demonstrates what I was talking about earlier. ls-lda mysql. Since mysql is a directory, as in, see when we do ll, I did cd, so I went up, but mysql is a directory, because see, we were in that directory. So when I go above this directory, and I did that right here, and I do ls-lda mysql, instead of getting a listing of the mysql directory, I get just this one line here which basically filters the output of the ls and restricts it to this one directory. Okay? And this behavior is only for directories. For files or other types of files, like nodes or mount points or whatever, or disks, which also look like files, this behavior doesn't happen. This only happens with directories.